Hey guys, welcome to my old sketchbook tour. Today I'm going to show you a couple of my old sketchbooks and we're going to have a look at how bad my art used to be. Today I'm going to show you a couple of the sketchbooks that I think are from when I first started my illustration page, and hopefully you guys will enjoy them. And then I'm going to have a part 2 for my other sketchbooks, which are a little bit more recent, for you guys to watch then. Right, let's get into it. Right, so here we go. We are going to start with this one. This is the sketch pad that I actually use for a lot of my sketches. I like to use an A5 one. I don't know why, it just sort of, I fill the whole page with the drawing, and I generally work with the A5 anyway. I have bought an A4 version before and I haven't actually really used it just because I don't really draw that big. So this is going to be from when I first started my illustration page. Get ready to see some maybe cringeworthy art. So here we go. This is my a mermaid drawing, and then I've got what I usually use as like a thumbnail. I don't do like grids anymore, but this is obviously to get an idea. But as you can tell from all of this, I wasn't like proportioning. I've obviously done like, you know, my shapes there, but here I've just sort of really roughly tried to do it. And then there, this was one of my favorite sketches that I did in the beginning. And I actually made this into a painting. But I don't, oh, did I make it into a painting? I actually can't remember if I made it into a painting. I think I did, but now I can't really picture the painting. But I really love how her face turned out. And this is when I sort of did like the circle in the middle for the nose and things. I've since changed the mouth a little bit. And I hope my hands have improved. And here it says 31st of May 2018, and this was back when I was illustrating as Tammy M, under Tammy M, and I then changed my name to Aianaiya Illustrations, or just Aianaiya, and that took me like 2 days to come up with Aianaiya. And here we go, doing some clothing girls, trying to draw some clothes. In this one, I was trying to do like high hips because I have high hips. And here I was trying to add like a little roll, because if a person is bending like that, they generally have a little roll. Obviously, her proportions aren't perfect, but this was probably around the same time as the other sketch. And this is when I drew Primrose Doe on Instagram. She's one of the first people I drew, and I loved this sketch and how it turned out. And then here we have, this was when I had just finished reading a really amazing book called Good Me, Bad Me by Ali Land. And this was in June, obviously, as you can tell. And I drew it because I just felt so like emotional from the book, and like completely flawed, but at the same time like in love. It's just so difficult. A really nice foot there. I've just noticed how long that foot is. Obviously nothing wrong with big feet, but like I've made that into like some kind of sausage foot there. And then on the other side here, I used to draw in the back, and this is when I was coming up with some different names, some really cringy names here as well, and I was sketching a few bodies. And then here is one of the Draw This in Your Style challenges, one of the first ones I did, I think probably the first one I did, and I loved it. And I think this says June again. I actually don't date my work anymore. Very rarely do I date my work, and it's really, really silly. I really should be doing it because it would be nice to just see where I'm at. And then on this side, I've drawn Gillian Owens, obviously not very well. You can tell with the like whole proportions. Oh my God, look at those hands. I mean, come on. And yeah, I'm embarrassed to actually show you guys that. A guy, or what looks like a young boy with with a beard. And then this is really sweet. I think this was for a Draw This In Your Style, but I'm not sure. And yay, look, I finally decided I'm gonna be aianaiya. I haven't actually dated it, which sucks. And then over here, I drew Sally and Gillian much nicer. Yeah, I was really pleased with how these ones turned out. A mermaid with a cup of coffee. And then this was my first sketch for my Meet the Artist drawing that I did. And blah, 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 blah. Obviously went into some great detail there. But yeah, I was trying to draw I have these elephant pants, which I love, and I was trying to draw those. And yeah, I should actually do another Meet the Artist. I'm a bit scared because they never actually come out looking like me. So yeah. And then this was a painting I did, and oh my gosh, when I did this sketch, I was so pleased with just how her face came out, and I thought with the body that it actually looked pretty decent. I mean, I'm looking at that hand on her cheek and I'm thinking that it looks awful. Just her whole entire self. This was when I first felt like I had a style, and I was like, wow, this actually came out how I wanted it to. And I said in my Q&A about what's it like to have a defined style, and this I think I spoke about the first time that I realized I had a style, and I was like, oh my gosh, this was a drawing that I was like that too. I was so incredibly proud. And then another Draw This In style for Jack Draws, and I must have painted this on a different sheet of paper. This was a concept drawing I never actually drew. Let me know in the comments if you think I should draw this, because I am thinking yes, I love this. Obviously it needs to be a little bit better proportion, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I would love to draw that. I will probably forget after this video, so leave me a comment if you think I should redraw this. Another one, ooh, should I redraw this one as well? I should, shouldn't I? I should make it into a thing. Oh my god, this is my dream, okay guys? This is my dream, to basically have a bed that doesn't have any sort of bed frame, really sort of natural, on some white wooden flooring with a mosquito net over, and huge windows to let in so much light. Oh, this is just, yeah, that's my dream life, my dream house, okay? And if I ever reach that, I am going to be showing you guys so much. I have a top like this, and I think that's why I've drawn that. And this was actually for my indigo character here, who I created, and I actually, Primrose Doe actually recreated the makeup I did for this, which was amazing. That is a big memory of mine. I love that. I love looking back at that sort of memory. And I made her into a Pisces. February 24th was her birthday. And yeah, so that was supposed to be her there as well, with her floating amethyst necklace. And then I wanted to draw a character called Eden. Some beautiful, messy concept sketching there. And then this was for FIFA's Draw This In Your Style challenge, which I did on a different sheet of paper. This was for Lana J, and that was also Draw This In Your Style, but I don't actually remember doing this one. I don't remember actually going through with it. Do you know what I remember thinking? I remember thinking, oh my gosh, all these girls have short hair and I cannot draw short hair for the life of me. So maybe I just didn't do that one because of that. I can't really remember. And then there's a little bit of a better sketch of Eden. She changed drastically from that. And then this has got to be the Lana J one. So I've done this in July, the 1st of July, and I'm now aianaiya. You can see how I've changed quite a bit. This actually upsets me now. I would never add these black lines anymore. I wouldn't do her top in that painting, that paint. I wouldn't use that paint to do her strap. I would use a micron pen now. It's funny how you look back and you realize how you've changed and what in what ways. And here I am obviously using some pencils to shade and things, and I just would not do that now at all. And then this is another Draw This In Your Style. I love this one so much. You can see that I'm starting to get slightly better, not with my hands, but with my body. It's starting to look a little better. I haven't dated this one, unfortunately. Oh, this one was so fun to do. I remember this one. I can't remember the artist anymore. I can picture her art, but I can't actually remember her name. If I do remember, I'll put it down in the comments. And I'm also still using pencil for this. And this was done on the 2nd of July. I'm obviously trying to build up my drawings on my Instagram. And yay! This is another Draw This In Your Style. And again, I can't picture who it's for. I want to say female, but I'm not 100% sure. I loved this one. I love how it turned out. I do notice that I've toned down with my skin colours, like I'm not making them so vibrant red. And I think it's because someone said to me a little while ago that they didn't like how I did the noses really red. I haven't done it in this, but they didn't like that, and it kind of put like a downer on it. And actually I look back at it and I'm like, well, I like it, and I think subconsciously I changed it when I would still like to do that. So I might actually try and get back to that, try and be a bit more vibrant in the way that I paint. And then a little girl. Again in July, a little sketch. This was a Draw This In Your Style for, I think her name is Blue, but I can't remember her handle on Instagram. And oh my gosh, I love this one so much. If I could redo it, I so would. And I'd make like glow and stuff, but it's all part of learning, isn't it? Like looking back is so cool. It's a bit cringy, but it's so nice to see how far I've come. And here I've drawn a rather nude sketch of Eden, and this is more like, this is closer to the final piece of Eden, and if I find the Eden picture, I will put it here for you guys to see. And then a little mermaid, which this was for Hope Hukulani's Draw This In Your Style challenge, and I didn't actually get around to doing it, which sucks so bad because I love her stuff. She's the artist that actually got me into illustration, and actually, well, she didn't actually personally tell me to do it, but when I was back doing realistics, I wanted to do illustration, and I followed Hope Hukulani, and I'd always watch her, or I'd always look at her stuff and want to do it myself. And then I just one day thought, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. And yeah, she sort of inspired me to do that. Another Draw This In Your Style. This was like a milk girl. I turned her into a mermaid. Can't remember the artist's name again. I suck. I'm so sorry. My memory is literally, I have no memory of anything. So yeah, again, I'm not dating. Something I really need to start doing. Not like that sounded so bad. Again, I'm not dating my work, like and that's something I need to start doing. I'm married, I don't need to start dating. I am just digging a hole for myself here. And then these were more recently, still not that fantastic as we can tell, but I don't know if you get the kind of feel from it, but I did this based on the Sabrina TV show that was out, Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. And I was going to make a little sticker pack based on it, and I never actually did. And should I do that? I would really love to. I think I'd redo these ones, but like I love that, I love that, love that, love that. And I just think it would be really cool to have as like a Sabrina themed sticker pack. I don't know, let me know in the comments what you think. And then this was one of my sticker packs as well, which I have not dated. And it's one of my favorites, actually. I would obviously clean it up a lot more now, but yeah, it's one of my favorites. Should I like edit these and make them look a little bit better and restock them in my store? I realize I'm asking so many questions of you guys, But yeah, let me know what you think, because yeah, I need to know. Another sketch. Oh, this was also Draw This in Your Style. I've done it on the 19th of July. I love this one so much. And that is the end of this sketchbook. I hope you guys like that sketchbook. And we're just going to very quickly move on to the next one, which doesn't have a very many drawings. So this is my Strathmore Tone Tanned, very old sketchbook, which I don't use anymore because I have no need for it, but I was using it back when I was using pencils. And obviously, if you don't know, tone tan paper makes your coloured pencil pictures pop. And that's why I was doing it. It was like a big thing way back when art was like starting to become more popular on Instagram. And here is the first sketch I did in it, which is Ariel. And if you don't know, I absolutely adore Ariel. She's my favourite. That was incredibly difficult to do, and I have not dated it again. But that was pretty much just copying a picture, so there wasn't really any skill involved in that. And then that is obviously Aurora, and this was really fun to do as well. That was when, okay, so I think this is actually before my other sketchbook I just showed you. You can tell that I don't have a style. I don't really know proportions. Yeah, things are not good at this time, but it's getting better and I'm learning, and that's what's important. And if you guys are at this stage, keep going, because it won't always be like this, and you're doing amazing and your stuff is amazing anyway. You'll get there. And then Elsa is a mermaid. Garfield, that was really cool. But again, copying. I think I'm quite good at copying by eye. And that is just so awesome. Like, I look at that and it's so cool how I've done the pumpkin and stuff. And then this is obviously my own art. And that is Ariel and her daddy. Oh, I was so pleased with this one. I loved it so much. And I didn't actually complete it, as you can tell. And then, oh God, I remember how cringy I felt about this. I did the eyes first and I was like, wow, they are amazing. They can obviously do with some improvement now. But at the time I was like, whoa, those are so amazing. And then I drew the cat around it and I was like, what is that? So yeah, sorry to hurt your eyes. And a character of mine, Amy, who obviously does not have the same face. Oh my gosh. Nushka. Nushka has been a OC of mine for very long, but she hasn't actually come alive as such. I haven't actually made her into a person. I've drawn her a couple of times, but she's never really felt like her. Child of the Moon. Nushka can control emotions and helps the sad, okay. White hair, pale skin, silver crescent on forehead. And this looks nothing like I imagine her, and I'm trying to draw a child there, which does not look very great. But again, I am like sketching here. Whoa, we have a date, people. We have a date. 3rd of August 2016. Oh my gosh, so long ago. Wow. So yeah, you guys, you now have a bit of an idea of like the timeline and the time frame of how I've come along. Oh, and this was my favourite part of Nushka's backstory, that she was literally born from the, like, I sort of pictured like some liquid coming from the moon, but part of like a waterfall, and she was literally born from that water. So yeah, really imaginative. Oh, and then over here I have another character, Himabe, and she is, oh, yep. Sorry, her name means child of the earth, and I wanted them to be like, oh my god, okay, now I'm remembering so much stuff, and now I want to draw these people. I wanted her to be like the earth to the water that was Nushka, and I just have an amazing idea. Should I, oh my god, I've got so many questions for you guys. Should I make Himabe, Nushka, and 2 other characters and make elemental girls? Is that something that I should do? I think it is. I'm gonna do it. I don't need your answers, but I still appreciate your answers. Love you. And so let's see. Himabe lives in the wild with animals and every species. She can speak to animals. Hair of flames. Oh wow, okay, so she's, well, I've crossed that out though, so I don't know if I like that idea in there apparently. Green fabric, large tree leaf as her top. Shorts made from leaves. She lives in a cave. Oh, later on she fashions wings from vines and leaves and flies among the birds / clouds. Wow, okay. I am surprised. Like, I've lost this sort of creative sort of storytelling part of myself, I think. I focus so much solely on the drawings that I don't really think about backstories and things, and it's actually something I really love, and I've always wanted to be an author. Like, author artist has been like the dream, and I've obviously followed the art path, but being an author is something that's still very amazing sounding to me and something I'd love to do. And I think I'm gonna try and get back the what's it called, imaginative side to myself. And then we have a sketch here of a mermaid with a phone playing Pokemon Go. Some more sketches, just practicing, and this is when I was practicing some hands. I think some of them came out pretty good. That did not come out pretty good because where is her neck? But yeah. And here I am still Tammy M, and this is in September of 2016. Wow, a lot of time has passed. This I was so proud of, and I've actually still have this idea in my head that I want to make an animation of her swimming like across, you know, like, I'll see if I get around to it at some point in my life. This was going to be an amethyst sphere, and oh, it would have been amazing. I know it would have been amazing, but I didn't do it because it was way too much hard work. If you've ever drawn a crystal before, if you've ever attempted a crystal, if you ever just looked at a crystal and seen and thought about how to draw it, you will know it is very, very difficult, and I did not want to put myself through that again. If I can find it, which I probably can't because I deleted my old account, I'll put the diamond crystal drawing that I drew, which was pretty amazing, and I will put it here for you guys. It's probably not going to be there though because I probably won't be able to find it. It's weird how I just sort of like deleted that side of my life. I think I still have the art pieces though. I wouldn't chuck those out. And then a girl on the moon, and then I think that's the end of it. So I hope you guys loved this video. If you did, please subscribe and please like and comment. I would absolutely love that if you could. And should I post the second video? Do you guys want to see my other sketchbooks? I have these, and I can probably find a few more. And I would love to show you guys the rest as a part 2. Let me know your answers to all my questions, which I can't remember now. I think most of them was, should I redraw this? So yeah, let me know. I hope you guys loved this. Thank you so much for watching to the end. You're amazing. Please subscribe. Sending you love. Have an amazing day. Bye, you guys.